Okay, so today we are going to start the drawing of our rainforest flowers. So we are doing the unit rainforest and we're creating a flower. I'm going to kind of change this up a little bit, but the start of this project is going to be the same as what I'm going to show you. So you're going to be given a couple of these sheets, and they have front and backs to them. And then this is a handout with some actual photographs of real flowers that are these are all based from, okay? So I'll leave that aside. So we have an orchid, we have a passion flower, a torch flower, and a corpse flower. So it's really up to you which one you are drawn to. It doesn't matter to me what you choose. So I'm gonna choose to draw the orchid. So I'm gonna get my piece of paper. First thing I'm gonna do is write my name, Mrs. K, and a 3 on it, and then turn it over. And I'm gonna follow these steps. And if I'm not exactly, it's a flower, it's organic, so it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? But it is your main subject, so it's gonna be quite large, okay? So if you look at step 1, it says draw a medium-sized teardrop shape near the center of the paper. So here's my center. So I'm gonna draw it kind of a teardrop. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a bump here so it's not perfect. And it's pretty large. It's much larger than my thumb. Ping pong size is a good size that it is. So pretty big, not super small. Then I'm at step 2. It says add a U shape that starts from one side of the teardrop and goes below and around to the other side. Draw a large U shape beneath. So we're gonna have a U shape on one side here. This is gonna be a shallower U shape. And then one directly below. This one's gonna be a lot deeper. And then I'm gonna connect it to that flower, okay? 3, it says draw 2 large petals extending out from each side of the teardrop. Their edges should be wavy. So we're gonna start at the teardrop here. So I'm gonna have some petals here, wavy, wavy, wavy. And notice it goes down not quite to here, but about to there. So I'm gonna add another little wave, curve this up here, then it kind of arches and goes back in here, okay? It could touch this part too. And then I'm gonna do something similar to the other side. It doesn't have to be exactly symmetrical. So I'm just gonna kind of follow the waves. Once again, I wanna kind of go all the way to here. Wave, I'm maybe gonna have a little wave here, and then up into there, the main part of our teardrop. And then 4 says add another shallower U shape under the bottom U shape. So that's right in here. So we're gonna connect this little U shape into the flower, this into the flower petals that way. And then 5, it says draw the top petal by going up almost to the top and adding a spike in the center, then curving it back down, okay? So this might help here if you kind of take this up and go from the middle here and add a little dot. That's kind of where you'll stop. So I might start at this spike and curve it up and around here. Start at the spike, up and around there. Okay, and 6, it says use white oil pastel to add detailed lines to the petal. So you can add white oil pastel if you want to right now. We can do the Sharpie. And the great thing about the Sharpie is if I don't like a line or if I didn't draw it the way I wanted, I can kind of fix that right now. So you're just gonna trace over all of your lines and tweaking them, changing them, whatever you feel needs it. And remember, this is a flower. They're organic, they're from nature, so nothing has to be perfect. So just do your best. I certainly don't mind helping anyone tweak or help them with their flower, especially if they're having troubles with it. But just do your very, very best, okay? And then once you have all those lines traced, make sure you put that cap on, and then you can go and erase all of those pencil lines. And notice it's large. I mean, like it's like 2 hand spaces. So just like the visual here, I almost go to the edge on almost all sides of the paper. Okay, so you can add the white oil pastels to these lines to add some details, but today, as long as we're just drawing and tracing with Sharpie, you should be good to go.